Flash is in the building, so why keep an all-star like Flash on the bench, man? Let's bring Flash out right now, shall we? Let's not wait 8 more minutes to have Flash live. We're going to be breaking down NFL right now. We're going to be going over Flash's picks. We also have a video play of the day from Mohamed Joma, so please, everybody in the house, low baggers everywhere, in studio star of the Odds Market, please welcome to the show, Flash. Here he comes. There he is.
I'm coming in.
Yeah. Beautiful. Grab a chair.
Bring a chair.
Bring a chair.
Where do you want me?
Right beside me, man.
Hey.
Yeah. Beautiful.
How excited am I?
We got Flash in the house, so I'm just about to get a nice big score here with the Oakland A's, which I need. Alex Classic says Flash, the legend. Flash, the legend in the house.
Well, no pressure. Where are we?
Okay, well, what I'd like to do before we start talking about this Packers game is I would like to play our guy, Mohamed Joma's. Move the mic up a bit. Perfect. I would like to put out a play of the day from our Mohamed Joma. So, Rafa, let's start with that. Jeff Murillo says, let's go Flash. Trotwam says, Flash. Brad Hansen says, Flash is here. Yay. I love it. We got Flash live in studio. Why don't we get this NFL portion of the show started by seeing Mohamed Joma's Play of the Day video. And Rafa, can you make sure that Flash and I can hear it? That would be wonderful. And Bookie Lover Q says Flash, wow. Topset says Flash, welcome. Jeff Murillo says true cappers. And Von Polo says, I heard you bumping that Dreamville intro Under the Sun last night when you came on the show. That's my favorite song. Respect, my man. Yeah, man. It's I didn't realize I was playing that. I was drinking pretty heavy. Yes, last night while I was doing my shows. Much love to you, Von Polo. All right, let's see. Here we are, Mohamed Joma, Play of the Day on the Bears Packs. Now, also, just before, I must say that our guy, Mohamed Joma, gave us an incredible 5.5-minute video. I did cut it down. So there's some good stuff. There's some laughs. There's some stuff. I cut it down because we want to keep our Play of the Day's videos to around 2.5 minutes. So let's drop Mohamed Joma's Play of the Day video in the Packers Bears.
Packers-Bears, oldest rivalry in the NFL, and I don't think it gets much better than this. So let's get right to it. The Bears are a team that I think is going to be a fade this year. The Sharps have already hit their win total under 9, and I think it's for good reason. And here's why I want to fade them tonight. You look at them last year, they had the 3rd best turnover differential at plus 20. That's completely non-predictive. Year to year, you don't know how that's going to turn out. It's very unlikely they're going to reach that level this year with turnovers. They were also the 3rd healthiest team last year. We all know how much of a difference that makes in terms of your success in the NFL. So many games come down to the wire. You need everybody pulling in the same direction. You need all your stars in the lineup. They had a lot of fortune with that. Who knows what happens there. They also had the easiest schedule in the NFL. A lot of coin flip games again. Those games tend to even out, especially in a league like the NFL where there's so much parity. And lastly, they lose Jordan Howard, who was big for them in goal to goal situations. I don't know how well they're going to be able to punch drives into the end zone. They already lack playmakers, on the outside, so I don't see them scoring a ton of points this year, especially tonight. Now, Green Bay, huge addition by subtraction getting rid of Mike McCarthy. This guy's a complete moron. I cannot stress that enough. Go back to that Seattle game and the NFC Championship game, countless games during the season. There's a reason this team was so poorly coached, guys. I cannot bring that up enough. This team is going to be reinvigorated. Rodgers is going to have life in his eyes. They're going to be pumped up. They're going to be the morale in that room is just going to go through the roof. I can tell you that right now. And they also had the 7th best offensive line according to Pro Football Focus last year. They're going to be able to. Chicago's only advantage in this game is their front 7, Khalil Mack and company. They're going to be able to at least slow that down, give Rodgers and Aaron Jones, who I think is one of the most underrated backs in the league, time to make plays. Green Bay, you can get them at plus 155. Great price. They're going to win this game outright, and I don't know if I could be more confident about this. I'm also going to parlay that with the first half under. You look at these two teams, okay? Green Bay's defense is very underrated. There's this entire narrative out there that Green Bay is, they're so terrible defensively. Last year, that was not the problem. The problem was the offense.
There he is, Muhammad Joma backing the Packers on the money line, parlaying that with the first half under. Flash, big game tonight. Packers, Bears. Are you making a move on this game?
If I do, I'll go with the dog. I think you've got to go with dog first 4 weeks. I saw that they were like 155. Now they're like 145 in places, 140. Do you know it's the 100th season of the NFL? The 100th, 50th in the modern era. Just think 50 years ago, Tom Brady would only been about 5.
Yeah, and still dominating.
Oh, yeah, then. No problems.
Man, taking the dog, but you are not taking the dog at this point, or are you?
No, I'm not. I mean, the first 4 weeks, it's just compulsive that you've got to have a play, or you've got to have an opinion, or you've got to get involved. But you've got to pick your spots. I mean, in 4 weeks' time, we'll be able to, we'll come in here with wheelbarrows full of money saying, we're on. But until then, I think it's just have an armchair seat and enjoy the football.
I agree. This is an enormously important game, or season, I should say, for all of us here. And with us working together with this chat, with you being now down in Costa Rica, having Donnie Rightside, Whale Capper working with, having Teddy Covers on every single show, I have to excel. There's no excuses to not...
We.
Not
I. We. Pull the ladder up. No, we're a team.
I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. Jim Rome's the Douche said, watch the game and live bet like an adult. Thank you, Jim Rome's the Douche. I love that. Okay, well, let's talk about what games you are on. Let's start breaking down Flash's card for this weekend. Let's go. What's the first game that you're on?
I'm going to go with the Jets. Jets -3 against Buffalo. Obviously, I'm a big New England fan. Don't switch off now. I'll go back to why I'm a big New England fan. I had 20 years of hurt prior to them getting the big boys together. I just feel as if the Jets are going to be the number 2 in the AFC East. I just can't see Buffalo, and I will be beating up on Miami near enough every single week. I just think the Jets, put up or shut up. It's that time now. I mean, they've put their money where their mouth is. They got a new coach. Listen, it's one of those. Fresh start. Forget about everything that's in the cupboard and what's gone on before. You've got a chance. And I think at -3, I think I definitely want to be with the home side.
Dom Ricci says, yes, Jets. You know, I think at -3, I would probably lean towards the Jets, but I have the Bills season win total over 6.5. I also think that Le'Veon Bell is not going to be nearly as successful behind this Jets offensive line as he was with the Steelers offensive line, but that makes sense to me. That truly makes sense to me, backing the Jets -3. I am not going to do that, and that's probably my fandom getting in the way because I lived in Toronto for a long time, and the Bills.
But I've got another big
team.
reason why I'm going against the Bills is because when my trip here to Costa Rica took me 55 hours, they closed 2 airports in New York. They sent me to Buffalo, overnight stay in Buffalo. I went for buffalo wings, as you would do in Buffalo, and they were crispy, they were hard. I wasn't expecting it. Big bite, went the skin. Cut all the inside of my gum and the outside, and I've been here a month and it's only starting to heal now. So Buffalo, no.
Okay, all right. Okay, Buffalo, no. I like the city of Buffalo a lot, but I like those kind of grimy cities, those tough as nails, grimy cities like Buffalo. But I get it. There we go. Jets -3. First play on Flash's card. What's next?
I'm going Chiefs. -3.5 against Jacksonville. Another one of those AFC South. Jacksonville is, AFC South. Another one of them dogs. I mean, there's 4 Mickey Mouse teams in the AFC South. And I just think that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to put on points. They might not be as dominant as they were last year, but against the Jags, they're not going to need to be half as good as they were in the first game. I think -3.5. We've got a great spot early on.
I do too. It's my fear is it's going to be so hot and humid. And initially, I was definitely going to be on the Chiefs, and I was going to take the over. I'm no longer taking the over. We've seen a market move towards the under because it's going to be so hot. The way I see it, the Chiefs are going to do damage early, and I think the Jaguars are going to have to work some things out. But the Chiefs' defense is so bad. We don't know exactly how bad, obviously. It's week 1, so let's
But are they as bad as the Jags offense?
Well, with Foles in there and Fournette healthy, a Fournette in a contract year, That's the big question. Because for me, I would kind of lean towards taking, and Topset says, oh man, Flash is giving my plays away. Those are 2 of my plays. That's a good sign. Russell Gordy said, why
Well,
would
only if he's any good.
He is good. He is good. He is good. Russell Gordy says, why would Chiefs be -3 only? Jags win. Wow, Jags win. All right, I guess I'm going to need a little bit more time with that game, but I do have a lean towards the Chiefs' first half. Riku Roxa says Jacksonville matches up well against them. They lost last time because of Bortles. All right, let's keep rolling. What's next on your card?
I'm going to go Panthers and Rams under 50. I think everyone thinks this will be a massive shootout because of what we saw from the majority of the time with the Rams. I don't trust the Panthers. I don't trust the Panthers to put points on the board. Yeah, I just don't. I think Cam Newton. I think Cam Newton, he's got a bit to prove for me. I think he's got to do it. And in the first weeks, he's a watching brief. I mean, I know quite a few of the Carolina fans. My son's obviously living in Carolina. So, no, I just can't have the Panthers and the Rams. And if you're going to go, the spot's 50. You need both teams to contribute. I don't think that the Panthers will put enough on the board there.
Mohamed Joma says, good pick, Flash. And I have a big asterisk on my action. Sorry, let me pull up on my card within that play here. I like this under a lot. I have 2 stars beside the under, Rams at Panthers. If we trust Gurley's knee, then they're going to be running the ball a lot. Goff just getting this big contract, and 2 very good defenses. And I think this Panthers defense is going to get worse and worse as the season goes on. It's an old defense, and Kuechly 1 hit away from never playing again. Do we trust Cam Newton? I don't know if we do. He was in a walking boot in the preseason. He's got his shoulder injury. Danny Almendarez says Panthers will shock everyone. Mohamed Jones says Carolina could easily win this game. I agree with all that, but I am also, right now, the only play I have is Ravens -4.5 and 3 future bets that are official plays. The Dolphins under 5.5, the Bills over 6.5, and Le'Veon Bell under 1,125.5 rushing yards. And I do agree with Dom Ricci that Le'Veon Bell's going to be a check down guy. He could catch for 700 yards, but they have 3 running backs who are going to run. So Russell Gordy says, Jimmy, these funny lines, week 1, take a shot on dogs. Russell Gordy, I get it. I completely get it. And we know that this is a spot, week 1, where these dogs come through. But I'm going to roll with Flash on that under right now. Let me quickly line chop what I'm getting. Here we go. We're at 50. I see a under 50 at -105. That's available at both Heritage and 5 dimes, and Bet Online's already moved it down to 49.5. I am making that move right now. Under 50.
Did you say Ravens -4.5?
Yes.
Even that's like Robert. You should wear a mask.
Well, we were talking. The whale capper was talking about it on our whole trip to Miami. He was saying, "Look, we remember what happened last year." Because Harbaugh has these Ravens ready to go. We watched the Dolphins in action. Dolphins needed their first teamers to beat the Jaguars' third teamers. And we were like, let's hammer this. Danny Almendarez says, look at preseason 3 when Panthers played Tom Brady for 2 quarters. They only scored 3 points. Abu Zabi giving us a final score, 23-17. Danny Almendarez says, love the under, Jimmy. I love it. I'm with you. I am right with you on that under 50.
Right, well, you've already put a pin in me balloon because obviously the earliest bet I've done is the Ravens -5, but someone obviously took the -4.5.
You know what? We're in business.
We are in business, and especially when you've got it paired up with Oregon and Auburn unders last week, which we were quite happy with, weren't we?
Yeah, nice
we
work.
were happy with that. But the big dog I've gone for the Bengals +9.5. I just can't see how they're +9.5, and it's amazing. You look at them and you think Seattle have got to then put on mid-20s. I don't trust Seattle. And that's why I had Russell Wilson on my mind, because I put him in that Cam Newton bracket. When is he going to actually deliver week in, week out? The amount of times they score under 16, under 18 points is like unbelievable. So for me, I'm going to take the Bengals at 9.5 and just go with the dog.
That's a big balls play to back these Cincinnati Bengals, whom we believe will be battling with the Dolphins for number 1 overall pick. But that's a lot of points week 1. It's a lot of points week 1. I like the under here. I would like to make a play on the under. Not applicable says, did pin in me bloom?
Yeah, so in other words, I was all like gassed up, and you've just come along and gone.
Pin in me bloom. I got to start using pin in me bloom, man. I got to start using them. I like it. Bengals Seahawks. I like the under here. If I gave you a free play on the total, how would you handle it? Do you think 44 is too low? Bookmaker just moved it up to 44.5. Do you feel like that's too low of a total to go under?
It's probably bang on. It's probably bang on if you think to yourself, if you at 44, you're not going over. But yeah, I mean, listen, I like the unders because I don't think the Seahawks. I mean, again, if you don't think the Seahawks, if you're going to go under, you've got to go with the Bengals plus 9.5. Surely to God.
Well, if the Seahawks defense does step up, if they have Clowney now. If they do step up, then a 25-9 final score wouldn't shock me.
Right.
It wouldn't shock me. But you're right. Moving towards the under, you have to think that if you're getting 9.5 points, Big Ragoo says lots of unders with Rivera. There's Big Ragoo backing our Panthers under play. David Sand says under is a play. I can easily see this game being one-sided. You know what? I'm going to make a move on the under. There's my next official pick. I'm getting under 44. It's at minus 103 at 5 dimes. I'm locking it in. Under 44 at minus 103 at 5 dimes. And those are your looks. Those are your looks. Rafa, can you put up the Flashes action graphic? Let's get it rolling. There it is. Flashes NFL action. So we will be going over, we will be transparency and honesty, and we'll be going over Flashes action. There's some guys here. There's some guys in our chat. Gas Station Sushi, one of them thinks that nobody outside of America is going to cap NFL well. He thinks that Canadians are shit and doesn't trust you from over the pond.
Well, he's entitled to. He's entitled to have that opinion. But obviously, I'll stand up with the best of them, and I'll see you in February, and it could well be Patriots time again. Remember, I've been schooled by Belichick, and you look and you get all emotionally involved with all the names on the back of the shirts. For me, it's all about the coaches. The coaches, they do it year on, year out. They move the players go on. How many players go on and then do really great? I tell you what, the coaches who have been there, seen it, done it, I follow them.
I like it. Well, Flash is going to be joining us every Thursday. We will be following his record closely, and we hope that there's no pin in the bloom.
It's already gone. Yeah. You put a pin in my balloon.
Okay. All right, now I'm going to make some move. Not applicable says the only one I disagree with is the Bungles.
Yeah, but again, that's 9.5 dog, isn't it? It's a 9.5 dog.
Hey,
I'm in the game until the end.
Twatty Latte is wondering if you are Jason Statham's dad.
Dad?
Yeah.
He's older than me, Jace. I better get on the old treadmill. I better get that gym working out down at Avalon.
DX Filer says, I like this guy. Cheers. Larry Savage says, Flash, bringing it. All right. Shell Dog took Cincy too. So you're with Shell Dog. That's good company. And speaking of Gas Station Sushi, he doesn't believe that the people outside of America can cap the NFL. He is even interested in the Bengals on the money line.
Really?
Yeah.
That'll be a big, big price. That's a dog with a gold chain, that.
Oh, if he hits that, I mean, he's an exceptional captain.
He's free loading for the rest of the season.
Oh, it's a huge, huge move. All right, let's make a couple more moves here in NFL. I want to lock in some moves because I'm going to be making my future bets right after this game, and I know exactly what I'm doing, but I would like to lock in these lines now. Here we go. Redskins, Eagles. I'm taking my third under with Redskins, Eagles. I wish I got it when we talked about it on the show Tuesday. At that point, it had gone from 46 down to 45.5. It's now 45. And bookmakers moved it down to 44.5. And we know that Pinnacle and Bookmaker are sharp books. I'm taking the under 45. I'm getting minus 105. It's available at Heritage. It's also available at 5 dimes. I'm taking the under 45 at minus 105 in the Redskins Eagles game. I am not taking the Falcons-Vikings over right now with this Julio Jones mess. I'm even uncomfortable possibly taking the futures that I wanted to take on the Falcons without Julio Jones. And you know what? I'm not going to take them right now. If they don't have Julio Jones, who's questionable right now, if they lose week 1, I'll get a better number on all of those. Have you
had a look at the Ravens to win the AFC North, by the way? They're at 4. And I'm looking and I'm thinking, I don't really do futures because I can give up a few points and I can go and revisit them in December. I don't mind that. But I'm looking at Baltimore. They're like 4 to win the AFC North. They're 16 to win the AFC. And they're 34 for the Super Bowl. I fancy all of them figures come December will be lower.
Definitely. I think they'll be lower. I was close to making a move on that. Shout out to Lamont Williams. Much love to you. And he's on the Red Sox solo over. Thank you for joining us. I was close to making that same move, and I've been talked out of it. I've been talked out of it because I like Lamar Jackson. I'm a fan of Lamar Jackson. But can he sit in the pocket and make the throws that are necessary? Or I mean, this guy wasn't even sliding in the preseason. Is Lamar Jackson going to get hurt?
But isn't he a broken play quarterback? Isn't he more dangerous on broken plays when he gets out of the pocket?
Yeah, sure.
Surely he's one of those you want to keep in the pocket.
He's more dangerous, but it's also more dangerous.
Yeah.
And we saw Michael Vick. We saw Michael Vick break a leg. I mean, Michael Vick is a bigger, tougher body than Lamar Jackson. I'm just scared. Nutflush Jr. now is giving the under in today's football game. Larry Savage says it's the Steeler world. We're all just living in it, and that's what's happened to me. I'm starting to think that the Steelers are undervalued. And
who said that? Is that you saying that?
That's me saying that. I'm starting to think that
What's in that glass?
I will. You know what?
Steelers. So I've got Steelers coming bottom of their group. I've got Steelers coming bottom of the AFC North.
And what I think is that is the exact example of being people underestimating.
Do you see Ben? Do you see
squad.
Ben doing a full season?
I do.
Do you?
I do with Mason Rudolph behind him. This is his last
He'll get
chance.
injured. You know he gets injured.
I do. I look at Alex Classic saying Flash, a legend. No doubt he's a legend. I think that people are sleeping on the Steelers. Every year it's been the opposite. Every year people are too high on the Steelers, making future bets on the Steelers, and now I think it's the exact opposite.
Who are people going for that are going to be the surprise package this year? Who is it? Because, I mean, a lot of people say to me, the Jets, the best they can do is come second in their division.
I think the Jets' volatility is enormous. I think they could win 6 or they could win 10. Big Ragu says, don't let that accent fool you. His mind is fire. Ooh. That's from our Big Ragu right there. Drinking Hand says, Jimmy, give Flash a drink. You know what? We should start drinking on these Thursday shows. That's not a hard sell on me.
Is it not tea for the Englishman?
No. Maybe mushroom tea. Maybe we'll give you mushroom tea. Okay, Farsha Tommy said, Jimmy didn't save you from taking the wings under yesterday or what? Yes, you saved me. Yes, you did save me. And Jeff Murillo says, bottom of the division? He says, how drunk are you?
Okay, well, only time will tell. But, I mean, I look at it and I think, well, I've already said I think the Ravens win it. Definitely Ravens. I'm going to hope that the Browns do quite well. In fact, there's another play that I've not put out. I've gone actually, I'm going to beat up on the Titans as much as I possibly can. And I've gone unders. I've got quite a good spot there with the Browns and the Titans. Yeah,
you were talking to me about that play. And
you don't like it, yeah?
It's not that I don't like it. It's just that I have so many questions about the Titans, and a lot of them are going to be answered. And I also think that there's a reason why all this team's coming in the under 9.5 for the Browns. So I'm not sitting here sold. I think the Browns will be electric early with Mayfield.
Yeah.
But I just don't know what the Titans are going to give us. Will Mariota be pushed now that Tannehill is his backup?
But neither of them are any good. Neither of them are like wild card or divisional champs. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. All right, let's keep rolling. So I'm going to add a couple more moves here before we put a bow on this. One is I simply have to take the Detroit Lions here against the Cardinals.
100%, but it's a late game, so I was going to see how the earlier picks went. But sure. I've got Detroit Lions -2.5, and that will probably be as strong as maybe Green Bay are tonight.
Interesting. All right, -2.5 and -105. I'm now in on the Detroit Lions. And then the last play that I'm going to jump in on, because I still like Pittsburgh at +6, but I'm going to need a little bit more balls at this point to fade Brady in Foxborough. What I am going to do is I'm going to also take the under in Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants. Under 45.5, I'm getting -103. I think they'll be nonstop running the ball. The Cowboys defense with Marinelli could be the best in the league. And I'm now taking the under 45.5.
Have you spoken about the New England and Pittsburgh line? That's 49.5, 49.5. That's got to be miles too high. It's all about the W. And also, you look at the way that they're going to play this year, the Patriots. The enemy is not going to be Brady or Belichick or the new running backs. It's going to be the clock. They're going to put points on the board and then just run and just squeeze teams. And I don't think, and I'll force the opposition to make mistakes. I think that 49 is high.
Chad Costanza says, love the under in the Patriots game. Love the under in the Patriots
And that's
game.
me, and I'm Patriots through and through. And I'll quickly go on. 1985, I was 14-year-old. First game I ever saw, Chicago Bears, New England. Knew nothing. Come from England, team New England, that'll do me.
Sure. I mean, I dislike teams that win all the time, but I like Brady. Brady's a winner. And Belichick is a beast. And we see all these defensive coordinators get head coaching jobs all on Belichick's merit.
Without a doubt. And I think Vrabel will come unstuck. And obviously he was one of the heroes there. I mean, Patricia will do better.
I question both of them at this point.
Yeah, you've got to question both of them. But I think Detroit have got a lot bigger chance than the Titans. I'm not having the Titans.
Jeff Murillo trying to see right through you says, that's why you hate the Steelers. You're a Pats scrub.
Oh yeah, I'm 100% a scrub, 100%. The thing is, I'm the only one that every February I can make sure I don't go on holiday because I know I've got something to watch.
Keith Sadler says Steelers will cover. I'm close to making a move on the Steelers.
I think it's tight. I think 6 is probably a good number if you're a Steelers supporter. I don't see him getting a W, but I do see it being a bit tight. You can see a field goal, and you can see Patriots win by 2 or 4.
I think so. And Nasty Nate says, and Kraft loves sleuths, Jimmy. Yes, he does. He does. I don't know why he wasn't more proud of that. It's not like he's a widower, right? I mean, if you're alone and you're a widower, do whatever you want and be proud of it.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Don't hide that shit. Okay, I'd like to keep Flash here, but we do need to talk WNBA and see what you guys are looking at WNBA before we bring out Freddie Fortune and put a bow on this. Will you stick around with me while we do this quickly?
No, I'm going to go.
You're going to fuck off.
Okay. But time is money, Time is money.
I did say WNBA. I guess that doesn't excite you.
I want a pillow for that.
Okay, a pillow for that. All right, let's take a look. We got Aces, Atlanta Dream, spreads and totals. Let's get our WNBA cappers in the chat. Get you guys ready to go. Aces, Dream. Aces open at minus 11.5. Nice. A's up 10-6. God damn. Okay, Aces open at minus 11.5. They're now at minus 11. This total opened at 159. It's now 161.5 or 162. Pinnacle moving it to 162. And BetOnline moving it to 162. Trenton Claxton, my guy Trenton Claxton in the house. Trenton Claxton says Vegas first quarter. That makes sense to me. Just Vegas really early. Jaquan Foster says, what's the plays of the day? I will go over all of that in 1 second. But there's still threes on the board for the Aces first quarter. And Trenton Claxton's Vegas first half and first quarter. Vegas first half and first quarter. The Dream are just bad. The Dream are just bad. Natalie says, tell Flash he can stay.
I can stay?
Is that?
Oh, really?
Are you taking orders from
what? Do you take orders from the boss? Yeah, funnily enough, I do.
Okay. Polo says Dream money line. Court Wiley says, what was Junior's play? It was the over 9 in Braves Nationals. The over 9 was Nut Flush Junior's play. Big Ragu says, let's Flash do the leche. I'd be interested in that. Headshots also on Aces first quarter.
Leche, is that milk in Costa Rica?
It is milk in Costa Rica. Yeah.
So what is it? What is it in his language?
It's leche with us because we want to milk the bookies, man.
We like this.
Oh, okay. Well, don't let us see too much. We'll let you close the show up with the leche.
Exactly.
Jim Rome says, dear Lord. Donkey Capping says Aces roll. Aces roll the Dream. And who is that Von Polo on Dream money line? Because do we think that the Aces care at all? Von Polo, why are you on Dream money? Oh, no, last arc. This guy eats off of WNBA. Vegas first half and Vegas full game. All right. Okay, that's fine. I can make a move on the Aces first quarter, first half to take care of this terrible Dream squad. Let me just pull up here and get my notes out. All right, here we go. Lamont Williams is on a Vegas solo team total over. Vegas first quarter -3 at -115. That's available at Bet365, Inner Tops, and 5 Dimes. That's Vegas first quarter -3 at -115. And then also Aces first half. That's a -6. And I'll just stick with that right now. -6 at minus. Oh, wow. Bookmaker moved it to 6.5. Intertops Heritage. I'm going to get the 6 while I can. It's available at Pinnacle -6. at minus 111. And then we have Storm Sparks. Man, the Sparks just get me nonstop. Danny Almendarez, Seattle Storm Sparks, first half over 78. Wow, and that opened up at 76.5. It's now at 78. Very interesting. Very interesting. Danny Almendarez is very good at WNBA capping. Anybody else have moves on Storm Sparks? Because we got to bring Freddie in and put a bow on this. We got to put a bow on this. But I think that first half is an interesting look. It's already moved up 2.5 points just the first half alone. Wow, and it keeps going up. God, it keeps going up. Bookmaker just moved it to 79. Pinnacle at 78. Wow. Not applicable liking Storm first half. On post says I was on the Storm, Seattle Storm money line last game, 2.5 to 1 underdogs cash outright. Nice job, Von Polo. How are you handling the Storm in this spot? I think I'll run with Danny Almendarez in that first half over right here. Danny Almendarez. Oh, and by the way, let's put up this ugly WNBA record. I've lost 4 straight now in WNBA. Very disappointing. Can you pop that up for me, Rafa? Oh, God. There it is right there. Gerald Martinez likes Sparks. Jonathan Suji says Sparks all day.
You're having a bad run in units, only 1.79?
Yeah, but, it's these guys in the chat. They destroy WNBA, and I'm,
tailing the wrong ones?
Yeah, I'm tailing the wrong ones. I'm going to roll with Danny Almendarez, and Von Polo's on Storm moneyline first half full game. You guys are all on different sides here, so I'm just going to stay off. But I will roll with Danny. I will take this over 78. But look how much juice there is on all those. Maybe I need a 78.5. Is it worth it? 20 minus 120, minus 119. I'll take it at, I don't know if that, how much do you think a half point in basketball is worth? It's certainly not worth 10 cents.
WNBA?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Why?
Okay, I'm going to take the over, first half over with Danny. I'm going to take the first half over 78 at minus, minus 119. God, what would I get 78.5 at? There's no 105s, just 110s. Okay, so I'll take it. 78 at minus 119. That is in the Storm Sparks game. All right. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go over all my plays, and Flash is going to go over his NFL plays. Why don't you start with your NFL action, Flash?
Okay, I've gone Ravens -5, Chiefs -3.5, Jets -3, Panthers Rams under 50, and the Bengals at +9.5.
If he hits with this Bengals, man.
What about me man who's gone Bengals on the money line?
Yeah, man.
He's off his head, him.
I'm on the first 5 under 5. I cashed that Phillies Reds this morning. I then cashed the Tigers team total over 4.5 this morning. And then it looks like I was going to lose 2 units on the A's. I lost the first 5 -1/2, but on the -1 line, they are now up 4 runs. A's taking good care of me. On the late card, I'm off of Marlins Pirates. I'm off of Rangers Orioles. I'm off of Cubs Brewers. And then I'm tripling up on this Red Sox spot. Red Sox team total over 5.5. Red Sox first 5 -1/2. And Red Sox full game on the -1 line. That's a money line, -152. A run line, a +120. I think Martin Perez gets touched. Then Jays, Rays, I am off. Nationals -108. That was a late show edition. And another one was the Astros -1.5, -125. We all know what they do to lefties. 281 average, 873 OPS. And Trotwam says, that's the legend Flash. Dustin Cole says, love that Panthers Rams under. Book it. Salty Dog says, I sent a question for Flash earlier. All right, let me see where that is. Salty Dog. Here we go. Flash, do you do a lower English football again?
Yeah, we did it this afternoon. So if you go over to Oddsmarket, you'll see it there. There was myself and Big Man. We hit 3 out of 4 at the weekend. And guess this, you talk about bad beats. The 4th member, 96th minute equaliser. That's nearly as bad as Seattle not running it in to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Oh, it's not. Come on. Let's not talk about that. That's that night. I get just flashbacks from that night over and over again.
Why would you not give it to him? He's tormented the Patriots all night, and all of a sudden the coach is giving it. We'll have a little throw. Oh, why would you do that?
I was in my Steve Largent jersey, and I was surrounded by only Packers or Patriots fans, and they let me
Plastic
hear it.
ones as well, I bet.
They left me hear it.
Plastic ones. They're probably Denver fans in the 90s.
Oh, God. All right, let's bring on Freddie Fortune.
Yeah, I'm going to do one. Nice.
But let's bring in Freddie Fortune first. Freddie Fortune's going to come give us a little bit
Where
of
is he going to sit?
He doesn't need to sit, man.
We
don't need to respect Freddie Fortune.
Oh, okay.
Freddie, what's up?
Who is this guy?
Freddie, what's happening?
Who are you?
Is he a cameraman as well?
Yeah, he does all. He does it all.
Go on,
also,
Freddie.
Also wears the tightest pants in the business.
Does he?
Yeah.
These are the tightest pants.
Yeah.
Okay, how are you, Freddie?
I'm not happy.
Not
Why are you not
applicable.
happy?
Not applicable says Flash should always be a regular. Shell
But
Dog
wait,
says the
not
legend
happy?
Flash.
Why are you not happy? Because I'm in your seat or not?
Yeah, who are you?
Oh, I've got to get the ID out now for Freddie.
He's not a little
Freddie's asking for me ID. He thinks I'm underage. Thinks I've been led astray by Jimmy the Bag.
Should I leave
No.
until your guest is off?
No.
Am I the guest? What about we let him in?
Nope.
No?
No.
Okay, this seat's comfy. Next week I want a level one. If I'm coming back, I want a level. This plastic stuff is no good. This was for you, Freddie, this seat, wasn't it?
Okay.
Freddie, Freddie, I heard your, was it Hungarian water polo?
Yeah, it lost. I know.
Yeah. Freddie, let's see.
Did I hear water polo and hungry in the same sentence? And it lost.
let's
a
see
shock.
let's see that face of yours, Freddie. I don't like just seeing the bottom half there. Oh, there he is.
I don't know, though. Go back up.
Oh yeah, go back up. That's no good. Okay, good. Okay, what is your action on today's card?
I used to play squash when I was younger.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's real.
Okay.
Yeah, but I kept playing soccer and I got an injury in my back, so I couldn't play any of.
Maybe you should put this all down on paper and we'll decide if we want to read it or not.
What?
What's your action?
I'm telling you a story.
All right, I apologize.
Fuck
okay.
you.
Oh, Jesus.
Is this a part of the life I'm never going to get back?
It's Chinese squash for the China Women Open.
Oh, Chinese women's squash.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's Hania El Hamami at plus 150 over Joel
Oh,
King.
big dog.
Yeah.
The great Henya El Hamami.
El Hamami, yeah.
Hach, well, me.
That's very exciting stuff.
People should check my NFL plays for
And
the
a-
Big Six contest.
Do you know that after he lost his Hungarian water polo play, he lost 5 followers on Twitter?
Yeah.
5.
From
Is he on to
four-
minus now?
From 480.
You
From,
not lend him some?
from 480 to
He's going to get it back, though, isn't he,
475.
with his Chinese squash.
You're not even paying attention to what I say.
We've done
I
it.
hate you.
We've
I
done
hate
it.
the both of you.
He's gold, him, isn't he? We wouldn't want him coming round for dinner too often, I'll tell you that. Unless he was serving.
All right, there is Freddie Fortune and his women's Chinese squash action. Melvin asked if I could go over my action right now. I'm on the Ravens -4.5. And then my rest of the action is I'm on the under 45 at -105 Redskins Eagles. I am on the under 50 at -105 Rams Panthers with Flash. We're both on that play. I'm on the under 44 at -103 in Bengals Seahawks. And I have yet to add, I've got to add that one play. Thank you for mentioning that, Melvin. I'm on Lions -2.5 at -105.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm on the Giants Cowboys under 45.5. And thank you for mentioning this. I missed a play that I wanted to add in here, and I've got to make quick moves here. I am also on the Indianapolis Colts +6.5 and -105 at 5 dimes. That's the Indianapolis Colts at +6.5 at -105 at 5 dimes.
Chargers have a winning season, though?
Yes, they do, but I think they'll end strong if Derwin comes back and he's what we think he's going to be.
Okay.
Because there's a possibility that when Derwin comes back that he's not going to have the burst. It's a tough injury he's gone through. There we go. That is my action. Not applicable says Flash is hilarious. This is a nice start.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit of love for it. Give it next week, they'll be like that. Get him off. None out of 5. He's clueless. He's English. He's British. He ain't got a clue about this WNBA business.
And Abba saying, is Flash on Twitter? Yes, you are. And it's at Flash_, right?
You gotta go
37.
home, finish.
Oh, my mate's
okay,
back.
sure.
You gotta finish already.
Okay, sure.
I need to turn everything off and take my stuff.
The lights out. They haven't paid the bill.
Oh no! Oh no! Can you give us a leche so we can get on with our day? Oh wait, sorry.
Let's go to work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can
can
do
do
leche.
the
we don't want
leche,
you to.
Freddie.
Yes.
We need Flash to give us his first leche, Freddie.
Let's go to work, boys.
And then you gotta say leche, los bookmakers.
Hey, leche! The book is. Is it the leche, the bookmakers? El leche? Or just leche? Anyway, I'm just milking it anyway.
Leche, los bookmakers.